Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening to you. My name is Modesta Mahiga. I am a global multi-award winning leadership coach. I'm an executive coach. I am a business trainer. I'm a management consultant, change management, project management professional. I was a lawyer in my past life, an advocate of the High Court of Tanzania, where I come from. My heart is in equipping you to discover why you were created, why you've been put on this earth in the first place, and to help you protect that and promote that. So I started 3 weeks ago talking about being a person of purpose, living a life of purpose, talking about the fact that many of us want to start out in our careers or want to switch careers or want to find the most lucrative. Where can I make the most money? What kind of business, Modesta, would make me make the most money? What kind of career, what kind of job should I get into to make the most money? And I say, well, we don't start with profit. We don't start with, what's in the marketplace? We start with purpose. And today we're talking about what it means to live life on mission. By the way, everything that I'm talking about is from Start Now with Purpose and a Master Plan. I have this book on Amazon. Amazon's actually discounted it right now. And so if you would like to, I highly recommend Start Now with Purpose and a Master Plan. This will be like you listening to me coaching you one-on-one when you get this book. You know, a lot of people say, look, Modesta, I think your content is amazing, but I'm not in the position right now to be able to sign up with you. Get Start Now with Purpose and a Master Plan. So we've heard organizations talking about their purpose, their visions, their missions, their values and goals and strategies and all of that. People do that too. And this is what this book is all about. This book is taking you through your personal purpose, vision, mission, values, goals, strategies, actions, positioning, profiling, positioning, and how then to build a support system that'll hold you accountable and that will safeguard what it is you're looking to achieve. Now, I want to come back and bring you to talking about your mission as the assignment you have to do in this season of life. Because people get overwhelmed when we're talking about, for your life, this is who you are and what you're called to do. I want to say this, maybe now I'm going to 3 decades of living purposefully, right? Like really pursuing. I have come to observe that purpose, that vision, that mission gets clearer in execution. As you're implementing, these things become clearer. And the thing about mission is you will find you have different assignments for different seasons. And the first thing that I said is, first of all, you're just going to say, okay, I admit it. I accept it. I am the person who is meant to solve this problem. I am the person. I was born ready. I was born anointed. I was born equipped. I was born the solution to what this area needs. I admit it. I accept it. I am ready for my instructions. So you see a problem and you know this problem is something that you see because you're meant to do something about it. But as soon as you realize, wait, me show up publicly with this, me start to champion, me take this as a personal cause. Ooh, can't I equip people? Can't I be part of another group that's already doing this? I mean, that's a lot to ask of me. And often fear is saying that. Fear is saying, who are you? Who are you to try to do this thing? Who do you know has done something like this? If fear is whispering those things to you, I want you to answer this. 1 Corinthians 2:9 says, no eye has seen, no ear has heard, nor has it entered the minds of people what God is going to do for you because you love him. So if it has not even entered in this realm, what God is going to do for you, it means what he's about to do in and through you is completely new on the earth It has never existed in time past. It will not come back and be replicated after your time. Second thing is, you need to know what it is for you to do right now. Not the grand mission of your life or what it is you're meant to accomplish, but right now in this season, what is it do you see and sense that this season is about? And every single person actually can tell when they start agitating. They can tell when I feel like this season is over and another one is starting. Or I feel like I am wasting time here and I would better be utilized there. I feel like this thing that I'm doing, this thing isn't a side hustle. This is the thing. I feel like I'm not meant to just be sending money to that cause. I'm meant to be championing that cause. I am meant to, now I'm not telling people to resign and leave their businesses or leave their jobs, but I'm just saying, if any of this resonates with you, you go check this with God. If you can tell that seasons have shifted, or maybe you are dragging another season and other pursuits into the life right now, and you're doing what's natural, you're doing what's comfortable, but that's not where you're meant to be, do something about it. Find out what it is that you're meant to do right now. Find out what it is that keeps on coming back to you. And I'm telling you, God will find every way to speak to you. You'll see it written on the back of a bus. You'll see it as in an ad. Somebody will say it. Somebody will forward something on WhatsApp to you. So it'll be everywhere. Find out who you need to become so that you can live on mission. Find out who you need to become so that you can do that thing you're meant to do right now successfully. What does that mean, Modesta? Who do I need to become? There are areas in your life that are sabotaging the person you need to become and the mission that you're meant to be accomplishing. It could be mindset. Maybe you were told you could never amount to anything. And so no matter what you try, no matter how many certifications you get, no matter how encouraging other people are around you, you just find reasons to count yourself out. You find reasons to give it to someone else. You find reasons to discredit yourself or discount yourself. And you know how our hearts are. You can trick yourself with your explanations, with your excuse. You can trick yourself into believing whatever lie, whatever doubt, whatever fear you're saying to yourself. It could be that what you're doing really needs you to work well with people and you mess it up with people. It could be either you're not a person of integrity. I'm listening to The Speed of Trust. And I just did an assessment, a self-assessment on how trustworthy you are, across different instances. And I was like, Lord, have mercy. Lord, have mercy. I still have work to do. So it could be as a person. Maybe you're a person who's not a person of integrity. Or maybe you're not a person of competence. Maybe you skip around a lot. And so people cannot tell whether you can be trusted to stay with something. Maybe when things start being difficult, you're going to jump out the window. You don't stay with an issue long enough for people to trust that you're a person who can dig down, their heels and say, what come may, I am going to stand with you on this thing. So just because there's growth still required doesn't mean you're not the right person. Just because you still need to develop in this area doesn't mean that you should discount yourself. It is part of the process. We are forever becoming more and more who we were always meant to be to fulfill that which God has put in our lives. And I want you to know, as a 360 being, it's not just going to be professional areas. There are going to be some personal areas that you need to work on for you to be able to do your mission well. The fourth thing is you're going to redirect. This is about talking about living your life on mission. Redirect your time, your energy, your relationships, and your finances so that you can steer them towards fulfilling your mission. Let me tell you this. We all have the same 24 hours. And I know when people are like, you have the same 24 hours as Jeff Bezos and Warren Buffett and Oprah Winfrey and blah, 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 blah. So why aren't you succeeding? I also don't like, I don't like being compared to, the world's billionaires. I'm like, don't do that. I don't know. They have systems and structures and have people around. You can't compare us. I'm a mother and a what. They all started somewhere. Many of them started worse off than we have. So this book here, which I released, now this is my copy, so it's got this line on it. Yours won't have this line on it. The 360, I had it upside down, 360 Leadership Planner is a phenomenal tool. Now my leadership is cut off. Let me just buy another copy that shows the thing the way it is. The 360 Leadership Planner, and I have all of these on Amazon, takes you through your plans for, well, first of all, you're going to reflect on the year before. How did the year go? How did you do? Let me open it, right? So you're going to look at your past in review. Then you're going to plan. And check out what I put in this planner. You're planning for the year to come, right? Your development goals. You're planning your spiritual development, mental, emotional, physical, behavioral, relational, professional, leadership, financial, career, business, legacy. You don't just get up and get into a year any which way. You don't just get up and say, okay, I'm going to set out right now and I'm going to accomplish the mission that's over my life. You're going to put some intentionality to it. You're going to plan ahead. And you're going to plan 360. Why? Because if you just plan the professional, the personal will come and sabotage the professional. If you just plan the personal, professionally, there may be demands on your time professionally that will compromise what you want to do personally. And I'll tell you what we tend to do. We tend to sacrifice our spouses, our children, and us. We're the last person we commit to. We commit to everyone and everything. Yes, we say yes to everyone and everything. And then we are the last person. We break promises. We break our own goals. We break our own financial plans. We break so many of the things we told ourselves we would do for our growth that our hearts no longer believe us. And if you cannot have integrity on what God has asked you to steward, because remember, that vision is in you. You have to steward you so you can steward that vision, so that you can accomplish the mission in this season. If you break everything you say to yourself so that you can impress other people, so that other people don't misunderstand you, so that other people think you're a good person, you will never be able to stand in the mission that you're called to. We need to start counting the cost of what it means to live on mission. Count the cost of what it means to be purpose-driven. Count the cost of having a vision and stewarding, managing your entire life so that that vision can stand. Your vision is like a baby, is like a child. When that child is born, that child is dependent on you 100% for its survival. You cannot have a vision and choose to pursue it and then live your life any which way. You will kill it. It cannot thrive without you. It is something within your heart and within your mind. It has no expression publicly without you. You need then to take care of yourself so well that you're creating the environment for that vision to come out and thrive. So living life on mission means you are getting the rest. It means you are making time to reflect, to meditate, to hear from God. You're making time to reflect on the decisions you're making and the outcomes you're getting. You're making time to really look at who would be the right person to partner with in different things. Not everybody can come with you in every season of your life. If you can be proven to be faithful in a little, faithful right now, you will be entrusted with more to oversee. Number 5, find a spiritual covering, a mentor, a coach, an accountability partner, and cheerleader. When you want to live life on a mission, You cannot be the only person. Yes, the vision is in your heart. Yes, you are the one who sees it and you're the one who is to carry it out. But it is good for you to be surrounded by the right people. It is good for you to humble yourself and allow other people with experience, humble yourself and allow other people to hone you and to help you increase your effectiveness. So find the people that will help you grow in the areas that will be there as a support system as you're living on mission, as you're carrying out your assignment. Have somebody who can track your habits. Have somebody who can track your progress and your improvement in certain areas so that you can become the person you need to become, so that you can successfully achieve the mission over your life. Take a step of faith. Things become clearer on implementation. The specifics of the mission right now will become clearer as you're carrying it out. You might look at it and say, okay, so this is a general area, but I feel like this is the area that I should be in more than that one. That this is something I am personally willing to do, and this one I am going to, what did one of my mentors say? One of my mentors say, I'm going to staff my weakness, right? Get a staff, get somebody else who will cover me in this area of weakness. I am going to leverage my strength and I'm going to maximize my strength in this area. But this one, I'm not even going to bother. This one, I want to get somebody who I can partner with. Remember, a person of character, a person of competence, a person of track record that other people can put in a good word for, that can speak to their experience and how well they've done. You're also going to be willing to do things unsure. Remember, no eye has seen, no ears heard, no has it entered, the minds of people. So if what you're about to do, this God-sized mission that you're about to execute in this season, no, it's not being done. Not the way God wants to do it through you. And so be willing to step out unsure and then perfect it as you go. Be willing to do it unsure, be willing to start messy, but kill all distractions. And this is the next point, number 9. Don't give in or give up. Just stay focused on what it is for you that you are to do until you see it come through. Because remember, promotion comes with faithfulness, comes with stewardship, comes with management. Even clarity of what it is you're meant to do comes through experience, the implementation daily and the experience. Even honing of skills in an area comes from you implementing, falling flat on your face, thinking, I get it now. Scratching your head. I wasn't meant to do that. Or that could have been done differently. So understand that you living on mission will mean you sometimes looking like you're experimenting. It will look like you removing all your high and mightiness, all that dignity and all that you have always ever been, and say, God, what will this look like? Number 10, protect your heart and mind. Protect yourself from discouragement. It is important for you to protect your heart and your mind. It is important for you to surround yourself with those people that I spoke about earlier that will help you move toward that which you're supposed to do as you live life on mission, rather than pull you away from what it is you're meant to do. And keep away from the naysayers. It is good to have critics. Listen to the critics and apply that which they're saying. Where there is truth, do the work. We've already spoken about doing the inner work. But you cannot be around people who say, Tanzania will never get anywhere. Africa, I don't know, I think we're cursed. Africa will never. Get away from certain conversations and certain platforms and places that will speak differently from what it is that you're meant to be part of a solution toward. Number 11, write down, pray, speak, and share the mission. There is power in writing down, there is power in speaking, and there's power in sharing with other people so that they catch it as well. Even when you are fainting and about to fall, they'll say, hey, but remember, this is what we're doing. This is what we're about. Be strengthened. Aren't you the one who rallied us? Aren't you the one who told us to get up? So remember to do that. And then lastly, Mind your behavior and your business. Even though you want to live life on mission, even though I guess I'm pretty special to God, right? He's called me, he knows me, he's got a big plan for my life, and I'm going to make such impact for him in my generation. Never think you're above other people. Mind how you daily speak, how you daily treat people, especially people you feel like, who are they? They've got nothing. There's nothing I can get from them. Mind your behavior. No one can open their own doors. Mind your behavior. At the end of the day, you're doing everything for an audience of one. You can fool everybody everywhere, but God is looking at you and saying, foolishness, sit down. I'll raise somebody else. And then mind your business. To live a life on mission is not just having clarity in what it is you're meant to do and having the courage to step out and do it. It's being a person that you are pleased with, that you know God is pleased with, and a person that others can look to and look up to. If you have any questions on where to get this, Start Now with Purpose and the Master Plan is on Amazon. So when you go to Amazon.com, you can just search up Modesta Mahiga and it will show you all the books that I have on there. Start Now with Purpose and the Master Plan is on there. The 360 Leadership Planner, which I showed you a little before, is on there as well. Let me just share 2 other books. I have more books, but there's a 32 Steps, Career Success and a Life of Significance, and the African Entrepreneur Startup Checklist. And there is a series on purpose, a 5-book series, as well as Mary Did You Know? It's a book about really accepting that God has something big in your life. That's on there as well. So go to Amazon.com and you will, just put in Modesta Mahiga and you'll see that. All right, wonderful. Thank you. I look forward to seeing you next week. Have a beautiful one. Bye.